Hi guys, happy Friday. It is September 5th. So we had Collins last week, the congressman saying that Taco is an informant on JE. That's not true. It's bullshit. And now today we basically having a double down lie on it. So let's hear him and then go through why this is all bullshit. And I want to make sure you understand that because people actually are now starting to believe it. Okay? MAGA will believe it. And you're welcome to believe it, but I'm telling you it's not true. Okay? And I'll go through it.
I explained the necessity of that, and every single one of them nodded and said, of course, yes, please do that.
But Trump called it a hoax yesterday.
What Trump is referring to is the hoax that the Democrats are using to try to attack him. He has never said or suggested or implied. I've talked to him about this many times, many times.
It comes across as calling the whole thing a hoax.
It's been misrepresented. He's not saying that what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down. The president knows and has great sympathy for the women who have suffered these unspeakable harms. It's detestable to him. He and I have spoken about this as recently as 24 hours ago. What he's talking about is the Democrats who are doing this with impure motives. If they cared so much about this, why didn't they do something during the 4 years of the Biden administration when the Biden DOJ had all the records? They didn't say a word about it. Now they're doing it.
Okay, we know what he's gonna say, but the key thing is the informant claim. Okay, so let's go through it.
The biggest holes in the informant claim. Timing screams damage control, not truth. Last week, Representative Mike Collins was caught on a hot mic saying Trump is in the Epstein files, and then tried to soften it by adding that Trump was telling the FBI about Epstein. Washington Examiner. Days later, Speaker Mike Johnson suddenly claimed on camera Trump acted as an FBI informant. This wasn't said for months. It appeared only after the political blowback intensified. Mediaite the Rap Telegraph. If Trump was an informant, why oppose full release of the files? A bipartisan bill by Ro Khanna plus Thomas Massie would force release of unclassified Epstein records. Victims are literally asking Congress to pass it. Reuters. Instead of backing it, Johnson told Republicans not to sign the discharge petition and pushed a weaker resolution to keep it in committee. That's the opposite of transparency. ABC News Reuters. Trump's own words contradict the informant story. This week, he called the matter a Democrat hoax and irrelevant. That's not how genuine informants talk about an investigation they supposedly helped. PBS ABC News New York Post. No corroboration from the FBI/DOJ, and recent DOJ moves cut the other way. There's no public documentation, no CI registration, number 302s, nothing, showing Trump as an informant on Epstein. DOJ's Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche just conducted a 2-day interview of Ghislaine Maxwell. DOJ then released transcripts indicating she provided no incriminating information on high-profile figures. If Trump had long been a key informant, why is the DG scrambling now for basics? ABC News. The Acosta/Bondi contradictions. Trump appointed Alex Acosta Labor Secretary, the same U.S. attorney who cut the 2007 non-prosecution agreement with Epstein. If Trump's mission was to take Epstein down, elevating the architect of the sweetheart deal makes no sense. Department of Justice Wikipedia. Trump's current Attorney General Pam Bondi, formerly Florida AG, is now front and center managing the files, while DOJ has swung between promising releases and downplaying any client list. That inconsistency undermines the informant narrative. Al Jazeera, The New Yorker. Note, Bondi wasn't Florida AG during the 2007 plea deal. That was years earlier. But she's now Trump's AG and a key decider on Epstein file releases. Al Jazeera. No trial testimony, no documented cooperation. There is no public record of Trump testifying in the Maxwell case or otherwise serving as a cooperating witness. Maxwell even told DOJ she never saw Trump act inappropriately, which DOJ disclosed in the transcript release, a posture that serves political optics but doesn't evidence Trump's prior cooperation. ABC News. Past associations undercut the spin. Trump was publicly friendly with Epstein in the early 2000s. The 2002 New York Magazine quote is reprinted in DOJ-released material. Crude as it is, the quote exists and makes the sudden informant hero story look like convenient revisionism. ABC News. If informant, why not cure the controversy by greenlighting the bill? If the story were true, the fastest path to vindication is to sign/endorse the CANA, Massey bill, and publish the unclassified record with standard privacy redactions. The White House line instead has been, enough has been released, move on. That's classic Stonewall behavior, not informant behavior. Reuters. Informant equals immunity for everyone is legally wrong. Even if someone cooperated, that does not blanket immunize third parties from civil liability or future criminal exposure. Cooperation agreements are individual, not global. The informant claim does nothing to shield any other names from the consequences of disclosure, which is why victims and sponsors still want the bill. Pattern. Claim changes only when politically needed. Sequence matters. A hot mic GOP admission that Trump is in the files. B. Trump denounces the issue as a hoax. C. Johnson suddenly asserts informant. That's not evidence. That's narrative management under pressure. Washington Examiner PBS Mediaite. Rapid spin versus fact scorecard you can use. Spin. Fact. Trump was an FBI informant on Epstein. No public FBI/DOJ corroboration. Claims surfaced only after political pressure and a GOP hot mic admission. Washington Examiner Mediaite. We're being transparent. Johnson urged GOP not to back the discharge petition for the CANA, Massey release bill. Victims still pleading for passage. ABC News Reuters. This is a Democrat hoax. The president repeatedly called it a hoax and irrelevant this week, inconsistent with being a longtime informant. PBS ABC News. DOJ already looked. Nothing to see. DOJ just interviewed Maxwell again. Transcripts say she offered no incriminating info, which hardly proves transparency or prior cooperation by Trump. ABC News. Trump led the charge against Epstein. He elevated Acosta, author of Epstein's 2007 NPA, to labor secretary. That choice is inconsistent with the informant to take him down narrative. Department of Justice Wikipedia. Bottom line. This informant line is a late, unsubstantiated, and internally inconsistent talking point. If it were true, the White House would back the Epstein files transparency bill today and let the record vindicate Trump. Instead, leadership is blocking a vote while calling the whole thing a hoax, which tells you exactly how sturdy the claim is.
There you go, guys. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but I'm telling you that it's all bullshit, and we know that this guy is a liar. That's right. We know that he was lying in the Big Ugly Bill. He's a liar. He just literally said he talked to him 24 hours ago. And by the way, this lady's watching him behind him lie, and she knows that. Okay, so I hope this helps, because you shouldn't be spreading rumors that he is an informant just because he said that, and people are so eager to latch on to what he's saying and not pay attention to the fact that he's blatantly lying to you. Okay, so I hope that helps.